two questions. Well, I got a couple more, but these two go hand in hand. Your favorite part of being a dad?
Man, there's a lot. There's a lot of good stuff in that. Just watching them be born completely helpless, and then that whole journey to adulthood. There's just a lot of...
That's mine too.
Yeah.
Watching them become them.
Right. Yeah. It's an amazing journey.
It is. It's just, and when, especially like, because there's all these different stages, right? And being able to witness these little these growths of these personalities and become who they are as their own individual thing is just, to me, is just to be a part of that. It's just, it's a great gift.
Yeah. The crazy, and I heard this a lot when I was young, that you just cherish it. Time goes by so fast.
That's what I keep telling her.
And man, it does. It
like
does.
Because when we
record it, write it down.
Yeah.
There's going to be hard times, man. You're just exhausted.
Yeah.
But those are some good days, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I she's really into like the toddler age. Mm-hmm. Like babies, not so much.
I wasn't crazy about baby stage.
Yeah.
Just because
it's a lot of work.
Well, it's not even that. It was like I would have panic attacks all the time because like they're so vulnerable.
Right. It's scary, man.
Well, it was my third, so I was like, "You're all right, buddy."
Yeah, yeah.
And Mom was
like
waking up every 5.5 minutes.
And she would wake up like gasp, like it's okay,
Yeah.
Everything's okay. I don't think you'll be.
Thank
like
God
that
for baby monitors, right?
Yeah.
You could at least just roll over and look.
I'm like, turn that thing off. You'll be okay. But this being my third and being older this time, it was so different for me. When I had my first daughter, I was like, is she gonna die? I don't like, and she would cry, and I'd be like, I don't know what's wrong. I have no idea.
That's the worst.
I have
when
no
they're
idea.
young and can't communicate what's going on. Yeah.
And but now I'm like, you're okay, bud. You're all right. It gets easier.
Right. It does.
All right. Hardest part of being a dad.
Being the disciplinary.
Yeah.
Probably.
Why is that?
It's especially with a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I don't know.
Do you have a different relationship with your daughter than you do your boys?
For sure.
Are you softer with her?
I am. Yeah.
Do you find am I softer with my girls than I am him?
Oh my God, it's ridiculous.
Really?
Babe, if Anna sheds one tear, you're like, okay, whatever you want to do.
That's funny. Luckily though, Faith has made it easy for me.
Yeah.
She's a sweetheart. So
yeah, so are mine. They're sweethearts.
I've only had to spank her one time her entire life, and I wouldn't even really call it a spanking, dude. It was nothing like when I had to spank the boys. So
I couldn't spank Anna one time. I don't remember what she did. I think she drew on something or something. Her mom wanted me to go spank her, so I went into the room, and the way she reacted, she knew this was like part of it. Like, I'm going to your room,
right.
You're getting a spanking. This is the way things are. You messed up. This is the repercussions, and then we're gonna move on. You would have thought that I beat her with a chain.
yeah.
And so this whole thing, I went in, huge uproar. She was crying. No, this whole thing. The way that she was screaming and curling, probably the whole neighborhood heard it. Came out of the room. Her mom and her sister looked at me and said, "What did you do to her?" I was like, I never even laid a finger on her. Never even touched. I couldn't get my hands on her.
Yeah.
She was so over the top. I couldn't even bring myself to do it. I was like, I'm out. I can't do it. But she didn't do that anymore. It was just the thought of getting spanked. But it was funny. They came out. They were like, "Oh my God, Dad, what did you do to Anna?" Like, never even laid a finger on her. It was all in her head.
But it's like you said. I've heard you say it a bunch of times. Like, you go on a trip or you go on a deployment and you come back, and you just want to spend time with them and make them happy.
I hate that.
And
I'm gone.
They're being awful.
Yeah, I've been gone. I want to come home and be I want to be happy. Happy dad.
Yeah, the
like,
best
hey,
dad.
Right.
No, I walk into a shit show and I got to be the bad guy after I've been gone.
Right.
you know, or like, you know,
Coming home from work.
Like
Yeah.
you've been gone. You want to.
So I'm getting told what happened. I wasn't there for it.
Right.
And now I have to discipline for something I didn't, you know.
Right.
Which it's fine. I get
And
it.
I talked to them, I'm like, kids, why can't you just not do those sort
Act
of
right.
things? Just act
Exactly,
right.
yeah.
So I can come home and we can have a different conversation.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're hurting me more than this is hurting you.
That's what they all say. Now you understand why they said it.
No, it's a true statement. It's
Yeah.
a true statement. Like all I want to do is, you know, have fun with my kids.
I mean, even when Braden was younger, he was pretty strong.
Yeah.
So even if Christian wanted to, she couldn't. She couldn't physically.
Is that why she got so strong now?
Probably.
She's like,
Yeah.
this would never happen.
Yeah.
I will beat my
'Cause
kids.
when I was a kid and I would, you know, Dad would say, "All right, bend over." I'd bend over. Braden, I'd have to physically hold him down to spank him. So, and she, yeah.
That gives me so much like insight to the like. It just makes so much more sense though, because everything that's going on in the world right now.
Right.
Like I haven't met many 20-year-old kids that are like, fake. This is BS.
Right.
Fake. But I mean, I don't know if your other sons are calling it that much, but like
They are. I've got to rein Gabe back in some.
Really?
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah.
Too much. But it's like that spirit, that rebellious spirit that had that right there, that if you can teach a kid to ask why.
Right.
And I hate this thing. I don't know where you stand on this, but the whole thing with the parents that go, because I said so.
Right.
That's the weakest response. Like that, if a kid asks why, he's asking for leadership.
Yeah.
He's asking for the reasons. That's the best. Like, and if you don't have a reason, well,
Then
why are you
what?
telling him to do something?
Right.
If it's to take out the garbage, well, why do I need to take out the garbage? Well, you're a part of this family unit. That has to happen. You need to learn about hard work. There's a million things I can break that down, but
because I told you to.
right.
Yeah.
But the reasons why though.
Yeah.
Why does this help the family? Why do you need to learn about hard work? Why do you need to know these things? You know, and then it comes down to the same thing. You know, government and taxes and freedoms and all that kind of stuff. Why? Have those conversations.
Yeah.
Because I said so, that's like the president. Get vaccinated. Why? Because I said so. That's the same thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And everybody's like, nah, bro.
Right.
I don't think so. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So anyways,
I'm like, nah, I'm good.